this is my front yard, and in my front yard I have an asparagus bed, and that I need to take care of before winter. And it's not a perennial flower, but it is absolutely a perennial. In my big flower garden, I have black-eyed Susan and coneflowers, and those have to be cut back as well. I want to make sure that they don't actually drop their seeds in my garden because they take up a lot of space. Lastly, I have, it's really hard to see in this dying garden, 3 rose bushes that I'm going to see what I can do about getting ready for winter. Roses are very new to me, and they've actually been growing really well this fall, so I'm very hesitant to do much, but there's a few things I need to do, so I'm going to get to that as well. Hi, my name is Elizabeth. Welcome to my channel. We have had a very strange week here in New Brunswick. We have had snow, we've had freezing rain, we had a 15-hour power outage, and pretty well rain non-stop for the last 5 days. Today is actually really nice. We've got some sun, not a lot, not consistent, but it's not forecast to rain like it is for the next 7 days. So I'm out here today trying to finish up my fall pruning. There's 2 more beds to do, and then I'm done. They're going to be quick jobs. 2 more? 2 more. They're going to be quick. I've got a couple other jobs that I need to do outside, and really doing it in the rain is not appealing. So it's pretty wet and pretty soggy out here, but I'll be happy to be outside for the first time in quite a number of days. So let's get to it. This was the impact of the powdery mildew. This is my echinacea and my black-eyed Susans, and they were covered in it. Over there, center frame, that's where the phlox was, and it all ended up over here, so everything will have to be treated in the spring. I'm just going to cut these down to about 8 inches, 6 inches, and then mulch them. I've been warned that these things will take over your garden, and next spring I'm going to move them. The plant had grown up this high and it dominated the garden, and from my windows I couldn't see the roses in the back. So next year I'm going to dig this up and move it back and then divide it so that it's a bit smaller. So that was a black-eyed Susan, and those over there are echinacea or cornflowers. These were gorgeous. These were the most beautiful shades of yellow, of red and orange. They're in the same family as black-eyed Susans, so I'm doing the exact same thing to them. These were hit with the powdery mildew as well, but nowhere near as bad as the black-eyed Susans were. And again, I'm going to move this to the back of the garden and use it more as a frame for the back rather than dominating the front. And then I have one more smaller one here. It didn't grow as much as the first one. So come spring, I will move these more to where I want them. For the asparagus, I found a lot of conflicting information as to what to do. Last year, when I didn't know what it was, I just left it, and it seemed to do okay. So I'm going to do the same thing this year, and then clear out the ferns in the spring and do the weeding. So for now, all I'm going to do is mulch, and I'm going to let the old fern plants act as an insulation for the roots over the winter. They didn't fare very well last spring. I actually mowed a couple down before I realized what they were, and they weren't tasting very good. So now that I know what they are, I can cut them back and get the weeding done, and hopefully they'll come up good and tasty next spring. And lastly, I have 3 roses that they just need a few little things to get them ready for winter. So let's get to it. I'm pretty new to roses, as I said. I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing. I'm definitely going to take out the old buds. These roses, despite my not knowing what I was doing, did extremely well. They were a good indicator as to the state of the soil, and once I fed them, wow, they just took off. So I'm looking for any stems that are crossed that could damage by rubbing. And I'm going to remove some of these leaves with spots on them. This is a really pretty yellow one. The buds are yellow, the flowers are white. Chinook Sunshine is what it's called. It was really pretty. So looking at this one, it looks actually pretty good. I was looking to see if there were any crossed branches in any of the plants, and it doesn't look like it. So really all I'm doing right now is removing the old buds that didn't open. There's one that didn't open. There's quite a number on here. We've had enough frost that it's killed them. And some of the more damaged leaves. And then finally I'm going to sort of loosely tie them together so that they don't blow around too much in the wind and pull the roots out. I'm just going to loosely tie these, not tight. So as you can see, it's not tight. And it's not all of them, just the bigger branches. So come spring, we'll see how that does. Let's get the other 2 done. Okay, so there's the mulch. put a good pile on it. It'll go down in another. It'll be down probably by the end of the week because of all the rain we're expecting. But all around they're mulched, so I've done the best that I can do for them for now. And I'm sure you can add in the comments other things that I should or could be doing or shouldn't have done. I welcome any help I can get when it comes to roses. I absolutely love them, and I'm so pleased that they did really, really well this year. I mean, that little plant there, it started out, I would say, no more than 4 inches high. So I'm I'm pleased. Well, that's it for this video in my Pruning Back Perennials for Fall series. I'll put a link in the description for the playlist for that series if you'd like to go back and watch them. I filmed this video a couple of weeks ago. The weather forecast had indicated that we were going to have about 6 days of rain, and I thought I had better get as much done as possible. I had a lot to do that day. What it turned out was actually double that. We had 12 days of rain. So it's been nice to sort of get outside. I've done a couple odds and ends outside today and finished up filming this video. I'm looking forward to spring now and what the garden is going to have to offer, both my flowers and what I'm going to be planting for vegetables. For the next 2 months, I've got a lot of work to do inside that I'm going to be getting to and starting to organize things. I've been outside pretty well since spring, and it's time to catch up. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up, and I would really love it if you would subscribe and join our community. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.